Morning friends, today we are going to discuss a very interesting news coming from France. Facebook has been fined, rather it has been taken by scruff of a neck, and most of the governments are trying to tame MNCs, get more taxes from them, and this time France has been successfully able to do it. And Facebook, without any questions, has agreed to follow entire thing whatever the France tax authority said to them. So how this has been done, why this has been done, this is a result of a 10-year audit on Facebook's activities in France. So basically, Facebook has agreed to pay, or it is being liable to pay 125 million back in taxes to France. So Facebook's French subsidiary has agreed to pay almost 106 million euros. It's a big amount back in taxes and penalties, following persistent government efforts to get online giants to pay more taxes. So French authorities has been successful in this. Yeah, I thought, and one thing I should tell here that in G20 meet almost a year ago, our finance minister Nirmala Sitharaman did raise this thing that at least they should try some mechanism so that they could be taxed. So this was an idea from Nirmala Sitharaman ji, raised in an appropriate forum, but France has managed successfully in doing so, and likewise most of the country will now follow up. So France tax authorities actually carried out an extensive audit. I will repeat it again: extensive audit on Facebook operations in the country from 2009 to 2018, and as a result of it, the spokesperson, who is not authorized to publicly be named because it is one of the Facebook's policies, and moreover the tax obligations seriously and they operate in whenever the country, the French tax department would not comment on the deal, citing the right to tax as a secrecy. It is an official policy of France. So both sides are happy now. The Facebook France revenue soared last year when the Facebook French subsidiary company decided to include advertising income from French companies into its local accounting declarations. So this usually, instead of declaring them in low tax Ireland usually is a kind of a low taxing nation, and moreover Facebook international operations are based there. So it is one of the questions from exams perspective as well. So moving ahead, as a result, Facebook will pay 8.4 million euros in profit taxes this year, which will be almost double than the last year. So they have been almost taxed. I mean, like 50% hike has gone. So it's a big amount, and Facebook has given it without any questions asked. So that came as a week of efforts from French President Macron, who wanted to actually press powerhouses like Facebook, Google. Google is having differences with Australian government as well, Amazon, to tax we more locally. The push for tit for tax battle with the United States as well, because United States actually imposed taxes. Donald Trump administration 1.3 billion worth of French imports, which included handbags, makeups, etc. And in retaliation, it is being perceived as in retaliation that 3% digital service tax has been imposed on these giants. So having said that, I mean, one data I should remember from prior to recession, it was a World Bank data. It said that if you take 25 MNCs and add their worth, it will be more than the collective GDP of 125 nations. So the big amount, and this time, and Facebook's has been under a scanner in India also. It has been under different context, but and moreover, Zuckerberg has been quizzed rather. For I have covered this in one of my earlier lectures, that he has been quizzed by the Federal Tax Commission of Committee in the United States itself. So Facebook is going through a lot of things now, but it's interesting how things will unfold. But as of now, France government has successfully managed to do some money out of Facebook's coffins. Thank you so much for listening. Have a nice day.